Hi everyone, welcome to the Uncommon Senses podcast. In this new series, Sustainable Living Pod, we collaborate with Sustainable Smart Campus as a living lab in HKUST and explore technologies and projects by faculties and students that create a change to sustainability on campus and beyond. I'm your host, Telia. The development of artificial intelligence has been growing exponentially in the past decade, used in fields such as language translation, music composition, educational assistance, and so on. Many appreciated AI for its efficiency, data-driven insights, and reduced error. However, some hold concern for potential job loss, data privacy, lack of human influence, and hidden risks such as uncontrollable AI. Today, we will take a look into how AI is used in the HKUST campus for virtual assistants to support HKUST students and the academic community. I had the chance to interview Mr. Jeffrey Lee, the assistant manager from the HKUST Academic Registry ARO. Their team has been working on the SSC project AI Ambassador. And it all started during the pandemic. HKUST's ARO used to have a manned student counter for students to ask questions about academic matters. But during COVID, the counter is closed due to the anti-epidemic measures. Eventually, the counter is in no service at all.
So in around June 2022, we start to have the idea of resuming the service for the students, but it's an unmanned counter so that there's be less exposure and such. So we look for a solution like the AI Ambassador, which has a centralized place to answer students' questions and give ways to students to obtain answers.
By the end of 2022, something rather revolutionary happened. ChatGPT was birthed and available to the public. And so, Jeffrey and his team incorporated ChatGPT into the AI Ambassador as well.
And so we have the prototype right now that we are testing, and we are planning to place the kiosk in the first floor ARO office, which is next to the smart locker. So it's very easy accessible for the students.
The AI Ambassador prototype, which I personally have tried it once or twice, is similar to a smart touchscreen directory board that you can find in a shopping mall. Except it has an anime-style avatar, and you can select your language, Cantonese, Mandarin, or English, and speak your question into the mic that is attached. The AI Ambassador is not only a way to reduce the workload of ARO staffs to answer repetitive and tedious questions from students, but also allows students to save time looking up information. With more than 1,000 articles in the ARO website, the AI Ambassador is able to produce quick and accurate answers to students' questions so they don't have to find it on the website themselves.
For example, questions regarding student card or application for credit transfer, those questions, yeah.
Aside from general questions, ARO is also trying to use the AI Ambassador to assist students with special educational needs, SEN for short. Here's how the AI Ambassador can offer help.
First of all, the AI Ambassador will help the students that probably have some visual impairments to get information, because in our website it's really hard to read through. As I said, there's more than 1,000 articles, so you have to be reading and the screen, etc., to get the information. So now we can have the audio response. So just ask a question and it will answer you through the speaker. So you have another means to obtain the information. Yeah. Also, there's a human-like interaction with the kiosk, because there has an avatar, you have some facial expression and hands movements, gestures as well. Right. And the AI Ambassador have the natural language response, so it's more like communicating with a human rather than actually just a robot response. So also we were planning to add some SEN support to the to how the AI Ambassador provide the information about SEN support, because currently we found that the information for SEN support is pretty scattered in different websites, maybe DSTO website or the SEN page itself. So AL is trying to organize those SEN related information, and so that for students will be easier to find the resource for help if they need it. And also, we are looking to work with the SEN support team from the DSTO as well, so to see whether how the AI ambassador can help.
And so, what do the students think?
And the AI ambassador is still in as a proof of concept. We did a POC test with around 100 students that we set up a counter in our first world efforts and invite students to test it out. So that was before we actually start the whole thing. So and this is the result is actually positive and encouraging. Right. And during our current promotion and the testing of the AI ambassador, we're setting up booths in the SSC hub in the current spring term. The results are also positive. Students are actually very interested in how the AI works and would like to ask different kind of questions, want to see whether they can actually answer the questions and how the ChatGPT responds. And so I think it's very positive, and we will continue to get a stakeholders' feedback.
To quote what Jeffrey said just now, students are very interested in how the AI works. And despite me not being the most tech-savvy person, I was kind of curious about the technology too. So I asked Jeffrey, what are the technologies used in the AI ambassador? And essentially, there are 3 stages. First is understanding the question through natural language processing. Second is finding answers to the question through machine reading comprehension, or in case the AI ambassador cannot find any answers, through ChatGPT response. And lastly, provide answers through text-to-speech function. So first, what exactly is natural language processing? So I did a very post-2022 thing, and I asked ChatGPT to explain it for me. I was asking it like, hi, can you tell me what is natural language processing in layman terms in less than 100 words?
Natural language processing is a branch of AI that helps computers understand and interact with human language. It enables machines to read, interpret, and respond to text or speech in a way that makes sense to us. NLP allows
So
computers
basically, the AI ambassador can convert spoken language, Cantonese, Mandarin, and English from students to information understood by the computers. To me, I think the coolest part is how it can pick up a common linguistic behavior in Hong Kong, and that is code mixing.
In our system, they will understand the English, Cantonese, and Mandarin, as well as the mixture of this language. Because normally when people communicate in Cantonese, they will mix English and Cantonese together. Yeah. So our system will understand this kind of language.
So after the AI ambassador can understand the questions being asked by students, how does it find answers and provide responses?
And then after understanding the question, the AI ambassador will go through our database that contains the articles from our ARO website, which is learned by the MRC, which means machine reading comprehension. Okay. So they already scanned through the articles on our website. So it's not actually memorizing all of them, but then they would analyze what the question is and which part of in our articles can answer the questions and provide an answer for the students. And if the MRC cannot answer the questions, like if I'm asking a question about restaurants or something that is not currently related to our ARO resources, then it will go to the ChatGPT part of the system, which will generate a response for the user. And then after getting the answer in the system, it will go to the text-to-speech function to provide an audio response to the user.
And yet, developing the AI ambassador is also a huge challenge. From communicating with outside vendors to provide support for the technologies behind, to customizing it specifically for academic purposes, Jeffrey and the team has faced multiple challenges throughout the journey.
Yes, we work with an outside company or vendor for the AI ambassador.
Okay.
We actually go through a very hard procurement process for the AI ambassador. Well, our requirements is it's not very complicated, but there's actually not a lot of products that already have the requirements that we need, such as we need an avatar, we need a system to understand the mixture of languages, and also because of information privacy concern, we want the kiosk to have this. We want the vendor to support the offline natural language processing and text to speech function. So it's quite hard to find a vendor that match all of our requirements. Also, the requirement for the vendor itself is challenging as well, because everyone knows that the ChatGPT and the AI technology changes pretty much every day. So the vendor has to really catch up to the technology to provide us with a good solution to meet with our standards. And also for the implementation of the AI ambassador system, because the general user is really know about the AI system and familiar with ChatGPT and such, so their expectation for the AI system is actually goes a lot higher than before. And because they are more concerned about the human-machine interaction, so the baseline is so we have to set the baseline very high to meet the expectation in order to roll out our AI ambassador.
Apart from the challenges, Jeffrey also introduced how the AI ambassador is different from the ones that are currently in the market and how it's customized for academic purposes.
The AI ambassador, yes, it can be found in other industries such as the government sector and the commercial sector. But from what we understand, that is the first time in the education sector that uses the AI ambassador, and we should be the first one to implement it. And also because those like the AI ambassador for the other sector is probably developed from some time ago. They probably lack of the ChatGPT function. And also our AI ambassador is customized for academic use. So it focuses on providing more HKUST specific information and support for students. And as mentioned before, it's specially trained to understand the mixture of Cantonese and English, which is the common dialect. And also we set some rules for the ChatGPT to answer more about the academic things that students will ask for with the ChatGPT.
Aside from this latest SSC project by ARO, the AI Ambassador, previously ARO also has a successful SSC project on Blockcert using blockchain technology, which is the first e-verified certification platform in Hong Kong. In simple terms, blockchain is like a digital record-keeping system that stores information in a way that is secure, transparent, and difficult to tamper with. So imagine a big notebook that keeps track of transactions or events, but instead of a single person or organization controlling it, it is distributed among many computers or nodes. So here's how it works. When a transaction or an event occurs, like transferring money or recording a piece of information, it gets grouped with other transactions into a block, and each block is then added to a chain of previous blocks, forming a chronological sequence of events, and hence the name blockchain. The most well-known application of blockchain is in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Blockchain technology ensures the security and integrity of transactions in cryptocurrencies, making it difficult for anyone to manipulate or forge transactions. So yeah, many thanks to ChatGPT for this detailed explanation of what blockchain is. And however, blockchain has been used beyond cryptocurrencies, and it can be employed in various industries to enhance transparency and security. In the ARO SSC project, it is used in verifications of student certificates.
The Blockcert system is an application of the blockchain technology, which provides the automatic verification of the official document that issued by HKUST, and it works without the need of any hard copies of the certificate. So the e-certificate are fully secure, environmental friendly, and can be verified the official document like anywhere as long as you have internet.
Okay.
So how we use it on the campus is that the certificate data is first is saved in a private and secure location in the university, and in the blockchain, it does have a hash of this issued certificate is recorded onto the blockchain. So students receive the notification and link to this Blockcert, and it can be shared with employers or other universities. So the third parties can use this Blockcert and to confirm the content and the authenticity of the certificate by verifying its record on the blockchain. And with Blockcert, HKUST can issue digital certificates that are automatically verified, and it reduces the needs for manual verification and freeing up administrative staff to focus on other tasks. And since the launch in June 2020, we have recorded more than 100,000 visits into our Blockcert site for verification, so it really helps in reducing our workload.
So far, we talked about the increased efficiency and security the technology has brought to academic registries. However, what about the use of artificial intelligence in classrooms? How do faculties and students use AI on campus? HKUST, as the first university in Hong Kong that allows and encourages the use of ChatGPT on campus, I definitely have a say regarding the students' perspective of using ChatGPT to assist my learning. Not gonna lie, I was one of the last ones to hop on the ChatGPT train, and I didn't really bother using it not until November last year, when one of my management courses assignments require us to use ChatGPT to generate some answers and evaluate its response. To say the least, I was kind of shocked. It can really write up quite a detailed but a little bit general article, but in just the blink of an eye. And also, it can help write all the codes for my coding homework that I don't even know where to start. But I have to say it's not very good at doing math. But this trend in higher education definitely made me wonder what role AI would play in learning. With the increasing implementation of Gen AI tools in classes, including using ChatGPT for literature reviews, giving feedback, completing assignments, explaining complex concepts, I asked Jeffrey, how can educators and institutions ensure a balanced approach between leveraging AI technology and maintaining the crucial role of human interaction and guidance in the learning process?
I think we should set some boundaries in using the generative AI tools, such as for instructors or the education institution. We can use the generative AI for assist in maybe assist in course design process or generate ideas for learning activities, or maybe sometimes create assessment tasks and rubrics, but not to use it in like gradings and such. So yeah, it would be, yeah.
To be honest, listening back to this audio recording, I'm quite skeptical towards Jeffrey's opinion. Imagine you're in a Common Core course with 400 other people, and you guys are all writing essays as 50% of the final grade. First of all, it would be so hard for the instructor to actually look at each and every single one of your essays to make an assessment. And perhaps Gen AI tools can bring more fairness to grading. Anyways, going back to what Jeffrey has to say about students' usage of Gen AI.
It's easy for students to use the generative AI tools for plagiarism or complete assignment with AI, which is quite unethical. So the students, what they can enjoy the benefit of generative AI might be helping them to clarify or explain subject matters or debate with them to hone their critical thinking skills, or generate some more practice questions for themselves to enhance their knowledge, things like that. But because if the instructors and students started to use generative AI to generate homework and answer homeworks, so it would be ChatGPT teaching ChatGPT. So it's like there's no benefit for the education at all. So we need some boundaries in using generative AI tools in the institution.
I guess this is when Jeffrey's opinion and mine go apart. Because using Gen AI for critical thinking and for generating practice questions is such an ideal world scenario. What is the point of doing those practice questions just for an exam when a few months later I would forget about everything and ChatGPT can do it way faster and more accurate than me? I would say the main key here is how can educators and students use the tool of Gen AI to the fullest, and how can we as humans use our own knowledge to enhance these answers and prompt the Gen AI tool to give us satisfactory answers. And in fact, Jeffrey said he felt the same way while working on the AI Ambassador project.
As you said, as in the introduction in this in our podcast, you mentioned that someone might think that it will by the AI will replace people's job and have job loss.
Yeah.
But while I'm working on the AI Ambassador project, we noticed that while AI technology has the potential to automate certain tasks and process, it still requires human input and guidance to function effectively. It requires significant input and collaboration from the human staff members and students to develop and refine the response for the chat and the functionality for the AI Ambassador. So machine learning algorithms require ongoing input and feedback from users to improve its performance and accuracy over time. This highlights the importance of human expertise and input in development and implementation of AI technology. While AI can provide valuable support and guidance to users, it still requires human input and guidance to function effectively and provide the best possible user experience. So I have attended a ITSC section before. There's a quote that the instructor used that I remember, and AI will not replace your job, but people knows how to use AI will replace you. Well, we should leverage using AI solution, but we should not all depends on it, and we should have critical thinking on how we use the AI and to judge the result generated by the AI.
AI will not replace your job, but someone who knows how to use AI will replace you. This reminds me of the advertisement that I sometimes see on YouTube ads where it goes something along the lines of AI replacing your job? Meet a me. And indeed, it's those who knows how to use AI who can finish the task in way less time and do it better than you. From today's podcast, we explored the numerous technologies behind the AI Ambassador and Blockcert technology and discussed the trends of AI in education and academic institutions. We hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast with Jeffrey, and make sure to follow Sustainable Smart Campus's socials, that is SSC_HKUST on Instagram, and we will see you next time on The Uncommon Census.